Hi Libra, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. This is going to be a love story reading for the next 2 to 3 weeks. And in that sense, it is timeless. Whenever you come across this reading, there are likely to be messages here for you that are relevant for you for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, this is like an energy checkup of what's happening in your love life, and it's a very, very general reading. So take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're sound and safe and trying to be as sane as possible in these weird circumstances. So let's begin with the reading. Okay, we've got DNA Karma and we've got Healer of the Ages. Vision Quest, okay, and the Garden and the Gate, and we've got Synergy and Contract. Interesting. Now, when I was shuffling your cards, I heard a couple of terms. One was something's gotta give, okay? And I was hearing about change. So I feel like there is some change happening, there's some shift happening, or there needs to be some kind of change because what's showing up in your present reality is something that you're not too happy about, okay? It's not bad, it's just something that you that's making you feel less than inspired, okay? Less than happy. So let's just put it that way. And at the bottom of the deck we have movement here. Now what the story is telling me is that in the recent past there was some kind of a cycle, probably a karmic cycle that you were trying to break free from, okay? And I'm getting a heavy message of conditioning here. Now this could go back, way back to what you have probably brought in from your past life, if that is what you believe in. But I feel like there was some kind of a karmic lesson that you had to learn, and a cycle that you had to experience in order to learn and heal from it, okay? So I like seeing this because I get the feeling that you've reached a stage where you're past that cycle and you've managed to take the lessons from it and heal thanks to the experiences that have happened, okay? In the present circumstance, I feel that you are somewhere on the fence, okay? You're still deciding about what do you really want, where do you want to go from here. There is something out there that seems appealing to you. There is probably a lot of possibilities. Sometimes when we're facing a lot of choices, we get overwhelmed, and we also want to stay in this energy of status quo because it feels safe, doesn't it? It's a 4, and it's a number of stability and foundation and structure and security. So what is happening here is actually Spirit is urging you to go on that vision quest. And by that I don't mean that you literally have to go out and travel to a barren desert or something to get insights and communicate with Spirit and understand what your vision is for the future or for yourself, for your personal growth. No, I don't mean that. I mean that in a love story sense, it's a very practical way of trying to understand what it is that you really want, okay? What are you looking for in a partner? Where do you see yourself if you continue to be on this path? Where do you see yourself in the future? What kind of relationship are you looking for? So those are the kind of questions I feel that you're asking yourself, and you're taking this time now to actually visualize also, is what I'm getting. But there is this sense of holding back, of maybe being afraid to see what's out there, okay? And all the while, the key is hanging from your neck, okay? It is accessible to you. You can always unlock that gate and go past it to see what lies ahead for you. What are the experiences that are waiting for you, okay? And then we have synergy and contract. Now this is interesting. I feel that something is coming together, okay? If you have maybe had some kind of a commitment in the past that fell through, that wasn't working, I get the feeling that things are gonna fall into place, like the missing jigsaw puzzle. The missing pieces of the jigsaw puzzle are going to be found, and they're going to fall into place in a very synchronistic way, if that makes sense. So I speak mostly in metaphors, so it can be a little probably difficult to understand at times. But what I'm trying to say here is that there is a good possibility of a more balanced relationship now coming into your reality, okay? So whether this is someone from the past or someone new, I feel like you taking the time out to visualize and to have a vision for what you really want and really focusing on that energy is going to help you manifest a more balanced, a more harmonious relationship. Synergy happens when everything is aligned, when everything magically falls into place, okay? So think of a forest ecosystem. It's when everything is as it should be. So that, I feel, is what you can look forward to, okay? So let's start with your tarot cards and get some clarity on this. Okay. Yeah, so we've got the Devil, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Swords. 2 sixes here, okay? And this is also a number 6. I feel like whatever, and at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Pentacles. Whatever situation you were involved in, okay, the Devil is telling me that it was some kind of a karmic relationship, but I feel that there has been positive movement forward, a more optimistic way of being now, okay, in the present scenario. So you've moved past that, is what I'm getting. And it was challenging. I feel it was quite difficult for you to break free from that situation. And the Devil is also about projections and illusions. A lot of time we feel that we are powerless, that we're tied down to a situation, whereas that's not actually the truth. It's all in our mind, and we feel like we don't have power, but we're just giving it away to someone or something. And I feel that it's taken you a lot of courage also to overcome those challenges, okay? These 2 cards are coming after 2 fives, which are about disruption and disharmony. So I feel like you've really made good progress here, and you've moved past that challenging situation, and you've learned from that karmic experience, okay? And you're now in a much better, much calmer and more peaceful place, is what I'm feeling, okay? So what is this Garden and the Gate and Vision Quest about? That one flew out. Alright. The 10 of Pentacles, okay. The 5 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. What else? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. Now, there's a bit of a warning here, okay? First of all, to not really look back at what's happened, because you've reached a stage of completion, okay? You've reached a stage where you've achieved whatever you could in that previous cycle, okay? There is no need to look back. And secondly, I actually like seeing the Five of Pentacles here, because it's also telling me that you're moving past or separating yourself from whatever that situation was completely, because part of the reason why you're still on the fence about putting yourself out there and going after what you really want, which is the Ten of Pentacles, is because there is still some lingering energy, I feel, from the past, okay? At times I feel like it could cloud your judgment, so be a little careful of that. And it's good to be in this energy of the Three of Pentacles, and beneath that we have the Hierophant, okay? And staying committed to the idea of building something from scratch, okay? Building something new, collaborating, working with somebody as a team, okay? And that's the only way you can go from the Three of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate goal, you could say, for any long-term relationship, to have that, white picket fence and meat and potatoes on the table, and Sunday roast, or whatever it is that you do, okay, as a family, whatever you visualize in terms of a long-term happy relationship and stable one, okay? But there is that bit of warning that sometimes I feel like your mind races back to the past, so there's a need for you to completely move away from that, okay? And keep your eye on the prize, on the end goal. That is what is going to even encourage you to move past that fence, okay? And to put yourself out there, to show some courage and move past your hesitance, your resistance, okay? Now, you don't really go from the 5 to 10 easily. It's not a quick jump. There's a lot of work involved. So that's another bit of advice, to not be hasty in making any sort of decisions, okay? Sometimes it's important to weigh things out and to look at the pros and cons effectively from a more balanced, analytical sort of perspective. But yes, don't let that keep you in this state of not feeling brave enough or courageous enough to go past that, okay? I hope that makes sense. Then we will I want to get one more card for this. That is the Five of Pentacles and the World, Ace of Cups, okay? Yeah, so I thought so. There's definitely a possibility of something new coming in, okay? But you have to be open to completely winding that old chapter first and allowing yourself to move past that experience, and not look at, what I'm hearing is, not look at the world through that lens, okay? Because I feel like you may be afraid of repeating the same mistakes, and that's completely valid. But don't allow that to hold you back. And we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Could be a Taurus or another Libra who could be coming into your life, okay? So this is also about self-healing, self-love, okay? And give yourself enough love to be able to be ready for something new. And also, a message that I'm getting is you're worthy of it, okay, Libra? Do not doubt yourself, because you might feel like I don't actually deserve the 10 of Pentacles, you know? I'm not really worthy of it, but that's something that you need to work on. You do deserve it, okay? You do deserve love. You do deserve that 10 of Pentacles. You do deserve a stable, long-term relationship where you can feel loved and valued and supported, okay? Believe that you deserve it. Now we've got a contract, okay, interesting. Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Okay. So this is telling me what's actually happened, okay, for a lot of you. At least for someone out there, whoever I'm reading for. And you've got the 7 of Swords here. I feel like there may have been some cheating in your previous relationship, okay? Whoever it was kind of tried to keep you stuck in that situation, and there was a lot of self-doubt happening as a result of that. Somebody was not revealing the truth to you, and it may have been like an extramarital affair or like a third party situation is what I'm getting. Someone might have cheated you of the truth, okay? Someone might have kept the truth from you. Could even be a Pisces, but it could as well be an air sign, okay? A fellow air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But I feel like that truth is also coming to light, okay? It's undeniable. And once that happens, I feel like you can finally break free from this, the remainder of that, prison-like feeling, that the remainder of that heavy self-doubt kind of feeling, whether you're doing the right thing or not. And I feel like you're going to be able to break free from that. What is this? Queen of Wands and Ace of Swords. It's too many. But and you've got a third ace. The 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles. There's definitely some new offer coming your way. And you've got 3 aces here. So it's a massive change. A change in direction, okay? A whole new relationship. Or if you are maybe reconnecting with somebody, then it's going to be on your terms this time, is what I feel, okay? You're going to want to discuss whatever's happened in the past, come to terms with it, speak honestly, okay? Speak the truth with each other, talk about how you can work on stuff with each other in a more productive manner, and how you can bring more stability in your relationship, because I get the feeling that this wasn't really stable. It wasn't on a stable foundation, okay? That's why the Tower is happening. And someone was feeling very, very dejected and lonely is also what I'm hearing, and very betrayed and hurt. But there is some kind of offer coming into your life, okay? And it's going to be new. It's not going to be the same repetitive cycle, okay? That's done with. So I feel like you should prepare yourself for that, for something new, because because I really feel like you're being quite resistant, and understandably so, because you faced a lot of hardships, I feel, in your in your love life of late, and could have been like way back, maybe 6 years for some of you, 6 to 10 years. But I really feel like you're gonna break free from it now, Libra, okay? And you're gonna cross that fence for good this time. Let's see what this person wants to say to you. If it's that one. Okay, so someone is actually moving on. This is what I feel you're saying. I wish you the best. It's time to move on. And the other person is probably saying, I hope I haven't lost you. Maybe there is still hope, okay, but it could be that it's a bit too late, because what is this? Commitment is a scary thing. Yeah, I really feel like whoever you were dealing with wasn't being completely honest, okay? They may have had like a fling here and there, and that's why I feel like you're even scared of moving past your resistance and being open to something new, because you're scared that someone new is also gonna cheat on you, okay? I'm not sure I feel the way I used to about you. So this, I feel, is what you're saying, Libra, and it's gonna help you move past that old situation, is what I'm getting. So what is the advice for Libra here? Okay, this is a really nice card. I really like this. It says, get to know each other, learn to meet another's need for love, and that is possible if you are in a balanced, harmonious relationship where there's equal give and take, not in this kind of a relationship. So I'm also, and this is a number 44, I'm also getting the message that meet your own needs first, okay? What are your needs? That is what you're doing currently. You're trying to understand how you can meet your own needs so that you don't fall into that trap of maybe a codependent relationship, okay? Maybe, looking at somebody else to fulfill your basic needs for love, for whatever it may be. But when you're able to understand how you can get your needs met without really depending on somebody, then I feel like it's going to set you free from that conditioning and whatever brought about that karmic cycle in your life, okay? So I hope that makes sense. And yeah, I'm going to leave it here, and I'm wishing you all the very best, Libra. Do take care of yourself. I will see you in another video. Take care. Bye-bye.